So I'm Lizzy Klintworth, and I, with John, am the owner of Tacketwood House.
Yeah, my name is John Klintworth. I'm an engineer by training, and I've had a great project sorting this place out.
We live in northwest Surrey, and we've been there for 25 years. And we get down here as often as we can, but realistically, it's probably about 1 week in every 5. And we generally see which weeks book out commercially and take the weeks that people haven't booked. So often it's a fairly last minute decision when we come.
Yeah, well, one of the great advantages of Finest Days is there's no cap on owner bookings. So, we have put a huge amount of work into this house because we love it, and we want to use it to a reasonable extent, while allowing spaces for other people to use it. So it really works very well in having no cap. And obviously in the summer, when things book up quite quickly, we have to book ourselves in time, otherwise everything will have gone. But yeah, we've been very pleased with that aspect of the relationship.
So I considered 3 agencies, and the other 2 weren't quite right. So I met with Kate and really liked her. I just felt we got on, and most importantly, I felt she really understood the house. She clearly liked it. And I knew that she'd do her best to market it and get bookings, which obviously is the reason why we've got an agency. One of the agencies we used, we thought would probably be one of the best houses on their books, and we didn't really want to position ourselves there. And the other agency we considered, we just didn't think liked the house, and it's such a special house. We didn't think they could see why it was special. So we really rejected them on those grounds. And Kate was very professional. When I met her, I just felt she was on it. She understood the market. And so it was a combination of feeling we sat well in your portfolio, but also that personal relationship with Kate, I would say.
And yeah, in fact, before we became a client of Finest Days, I'd read about Kate as a small businesswoman in the national press, and I just thought this is someone who is interested in enterprise and growing things and that sort of thing.
On the whole, we don't need to speak to the agency very much because it works so seamlessly. I would say that the marketing has been excellent. We're very fortunate to have been chosen for a Christmas photo shoot, and Millie McIntosh came to stay, and all of these things have raised the profile of the house as a holiday let. So I would quite genuinely comment on that as being really exceptional.
The occupancy has really been excellent. I guess, roughly speaking, 20 weeks a year have been let, and we here probably 10 or 12 weeks a year. And so it really works out very well overall.
In fact, for next year, obviously to be a furnished holiday let, we have to let 15 weeks a year, and we've pretty much got 15 weeks already for next year, which is a very nice situation to be in.
2 months before
the start of the year. So.
Yeah, and actually one feature of this season is that a couple of people have booked for fortnights.
Yes.
So I guess it's just the sort of place you could really hang out for a couple of weeks.
We've only got about 1 week left in June, July, August. So we're pretty much fully booked already for the summer.
And then we often get, October, November, there's a surprising number of bookings usually, sometimes for maybe a long weekend or something. But it just keeps the place going, and we want people to use this place and enjoy it.
For example, all the beds of ice spring mattresses, and that obviously commands a slightly higher value of letting, which I don't think that those mass market agencies are designed to reflect. Partly because I don't think they recognise the real value added that is given in a house like this with the quality of its furnishings. Whereas Finest Days, we felt, would be for quite a discerning client who might really appreciate the fact that all the beds are vice spring beds, and that the bed linen is very pretty bed linen, and that we've, you know, got Le Creuset non-stick saucepans, so I'm not going to list all of our, but these things do matter to the discerning guest. We've found that we've been very fortunate with the quality of guests who've come. They've been extremely respectful of the house, I would say. We haven't lost any china or nasty stains on carpets, but it's been very popular with multi-generational groups. We've had a number where grandparents have come, parents and then children, and I'd say it's really ideal for those sorts of groups. And we allow dogs, which was a bit of a decision because we have quite strict rules for our dog. We don't allow our dog on the sofa or on beds.
Or upstairs.
Or upstairs at all. So we allow dogs, but with our rules. And that's worked really well. People have brought very well behaved dogs, and we've had no problems created by that.
And they've, in fact, you know, they've cleaned up after their dog outside, for example. You know, so really decent clients.
I don't think we've had any breakages at all. So that's been great. You know, that gives you a great deal of comfort that people who are coming here are treating the house in the way that we treat it.
And yeah, we certainly, our neighbours have never complained about our guests here at all. And we have had a couple of 60th birthday parties staying here, but never to the extent that it impinged on anyone else, really.
No.
And no breakages, like Lizzy said.
No, don't think we have.